Okay. Back with the Raging Guild part of things. Yeah. Actually, this is a blueprint of my EKXBIKE upgrades. What I'm planning on doing. Alright. So I want to upgrade the speed controller and that 52 volt 20 amp hour battery I got that wouldn't fit on my Black Beauty. I mean Black Soul. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Black Soul, calling you the wrong name. Please don't be jealous. But Black Soul, so it wouldn't fit on Black Soul. So I'm going to try to put it on the new bike and upgrade the T1 to 52 volts. And I also got a smaller crank, cause you know, with the trying to pedal this bike, the pedal stroke is a little too much for me. So I figure if I lower the crank arm, that'll help me out with that. And so this is a little diagram of what I'm planning on doing. So the plan is, of course, I mean, a rough look at things, it looked like the battery should fit with no problem. The problem is this bike, the battery that came on this bike has the speed controller and battery all in one. So me not thinking, you know, I was like, oh man, I gotta blah blah blah. I didn't think, like, Jerry, all you got to do is just hook the battery up. I could have put it on Black Soul and just didn't use the speed controller. Just use the actual battery hookup. You know, tape down the other connections and stuff, and use the speed controller that I have on Black Soul. But I think the only thing is I would have had to yeah, that's all I would have had to do. I would have just used what I had and connect the battery up to that. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I mean, that's all I had to do. But I ordered a speed controller and stuff like that to upgrade it, so that's what I'm going to do. So on this one, we're not going to touch the LCD on this. And plus, I like the little LCD that comes on this bike. Is awesome because they got a lot of features and stuff. So we're going to leave all that the same. Hopefully, all that hooks up right. And my package should be coming today with the speed controller and stuff. So, alright, so we gonna hopefully this, I don't know, I would love to put a box under there, but I probably have to put my bag, speed controller bag up under there. The speed controller not that big, so it should fit under there. It depends on how much wiring I had to put in that bag with it. But from what I can tell, everything looked like it should go pretty smooth. I just had to route the what's in there. It's going to be like a lot of wire routing stuff going on with this. But as far as the battery, if it's not the same kind of connection for the battery, I can change that. It came with something where that can be changed, and I can always cap it off. And I do have a little soldering iron, so I could change that. Okay, so that's what the plan is on that. This is my little blueprint to if I lose focus on what I'm doing, I got a little blueprint to let me know what I'm supposed to be doing. Alright, the issue is going to be like motor motor hookup wires, the connection for the motor hookup. But I think I got that figured out. So we'll find out. I got this fly that's bothering me. Daggone bananas go bad so quick, and then it attracts some flies. So I got a fly bothering me. I'm trying to eat a lot of bananas because I get a lot of leg cramps. So yeah, that's the plan. All right, so we're gonna put that aside. Work on that later today. But also, this is the little sketch I've been working on of my for the cover of my Cavalry Strike Force Team Black. Cavalry Strike Force. Team Black. Yeah, so this little sister up front here, she gonna be holding her sword and a gun. I just gotta figure out how I want her legs. Do I want her like she's taking a step? Maybe I do that. Or do I do the classic wide leg pose, stance? I'm not quite sure. I gotta figure that out. So I gotta figure that out. And then she got Big Cuz and Big Brother on the side here, and this little brother in the back. Of course, little brother is gonna be the biggest character out of the group because he the little brother. I don't know why I made his ears so big. Yeah, so I gotta figure out the stance. That's what I really want to work out. Figure out the stance, and then I'll refine and figure out. Of course, they got afros. Yeah, so that's what we got going on, something like that. Of course, they're gonna have a lot of military weapons and stuff on them and stuff. And each one of them gonna have their own strength. They are awakened people on the planet North, so they do have awakened powers, but they are also heavily trained in military tactics because they part of the Cavalry Strike Force, which is like I tried to explain before, they're more like a UN type force. As far as it goes for to protect the smaller like islands and groups that may get overpowered by the United Regions, because their ultimate goal is to control this planet and the resource of plylithium on the planet. And so they not because the majority of the plylithium is located in the awakened lands, and they're not strong enough to try to venture in the awakened lands and try to take over that territory. But the small islands throughout the the oceans and stuff like that, small pockets and islands, some of them contain, you know, large deposits of polylithium. So United Regions is always on the lookout to try to occupy or steal resources from these islands and groups that acquire, you know, large pockets of polylithium. My wife made up the name for this metal and stuff, so I do sometimes have complications saying and stuff, because at heart I'm just a country boy, to be honest. Country boy from Newport, Tennessee. I mean, I wasn't born there and stuff, but I spent a large portion of my childhood there. Shout out to all my family and friends in Newport, Tennessee, and in those you know, bordering areas like dang, I messed that face up, like Knoxville, Greenville, Morristown, you know, family spread out throughout those areas. So shout out to them. I did spend my part of my youth going to school there and everything, living there. But I'm a DC native, PG County, Northeast DC, Dingwood area. But guess you would say I'm like a country boy hybrid. Part country, part city. Oh yeah, I really messed that face up. Yeah, that's a big head I put on those, bro. Let me see. Let me make it small. Yeah, I'm just doing a rough sketch, trying to lay out the way I want this, and then I'm gonna probably get a whole nother sheet and actually do the, what's the name? I got this big old paper. I think this paper is 12 by 18, or it could be even 13 by 19, or something like that. When I realized, and you know, I'm disabled. So once I realized that I was disabled and I really wasn't gonna be able to go back to work, cause you know I spent a lot of time going to like physical therapy and stuff like that, trying to get myself able to go back to work after, like, during the pandemic and all that type of stuff. I spent a lot of that time going back and forth to doctors and all that stuff, and because I went out for surgery, disc fusion. I guess, what kind of surgery they call that? Compression release or something like that, they say also, you know. Anyway, went out on that and spent a lot of time back and forth with physical therapy, trying to get in shape to go back to work and stuff. But when it got to the point where I realized, hey, I don't think you're gonna be able to go back to work, brother. This is not, your body is not cooperating. So, I mean, I spent most of my life working and stuff. And like I said, I'm a country boy at heart. You know, I would spend my summer vacations as a kid, going to Tennessee to spend time with my aunt Lily Mae, call her Doom, and my cousins and stuff there. And when I was a little kid and chasing my then girlfriend, a bird, when I was a kid. But anyways, yeah, I spent a lot of time in Tennessee as a kid. And when you went there, it wasn't all everybody like, oh, you went to the country, you ate good, blah, blah. Nah, you ate good, clean food, but you work hard too. I got put to work, chopping wood, all that type country boy stuff. So I learned at a young age about hard work, hard labor and work when I was a kid. I enjoyed myself a lot down there, but I also worked hard too. And I think that was good for me. It carried on, you know. I worked hard. A lot of times worked 2 and 3 jobs. I worked 2 jobs and a side hustle, doing some little extra stuff here and there. But yeah, so I was set on being able to come back to work after my surgery and stuff, but that didn't work out like I wanted to. But end up you know, disability and everything. But back to the point I was trying to make. So my kids, so that's when I decided, you know what, since you can't go to work like you used to, maybe you should invest your time you have on your hands getting back to your artwork and stuff. So that's what I did. I started back drawing and painting and stuff, you know, as much as I could, because I have, like I said, nerve damage in my hands and stuff. I really think it's got to do with my neck. It's like a nerve or something. The nerves in my neck are pinching down on them nerves and stuff that run down in my arms and hands and stuff like that. So, and I already had a surgery, so I don't know how much can be done about that, but that's something I had to discuss with my pain management doctor and stuff like that. But anyways, I told my kids what kind of paper I want, and man, they just bought me tons. But I got enough paper to draw on to last me probably to my final resting days. They bought me so much paper, cause I told them, I mean, this paper right here is too big, right here. But I told them I wanted 11 by 17 paper so I can do my comic book pages, cause that's what comic book artists use for their original work, and then they get it reduced and stuff when they send it to the printer and stuff. And I saw where, you know, that blue line paper and stuff is pretty expensive. So I saw a couple of artists that I follow on YouTube and stuff. See, like I printed this out on my printer. My wife got a Epson Workforce, one of them Workforce that'll do 11 by 17. I think it'll do 13 by 19. I think it'll scan up to 13 by 19, but it'll print up to 11 by 17. So this back when they had the Spawn thing going, but I printed out my own little blue line papers and stuff. And this the paper that I would, you know, draw like this. I would draw on this, working on my cover. So I use this to work out my, oh man, drop my camera. I do this to work out my sketches and what I want to draw, and then when I get a good idea what I want and what I'm doing, you know, I actually come back and put it on the blue line paper to get it ready for my actual comic book, and then I would upload it to my my tablet and possibly, you know, color it if I want to and stuff. But I like to try to draw it sometimes because, you know, as a comic book artist, your original pages on paper can be very valuable and collectible stuff, you know. And I try to keep all this stuff. I'm really trying to get better at keeping up with my artwork because I've lost a lot of artwork over the years and stuff like that. Now, you know, I got a grandbaby. At least I got one right now, hoping for more. But one day I would like for all my artwork and stuff to be left to her or them if I acquire more grandbabies. Hopefully one or several of them will be artists. I don't like to look at that face, but that's not what's going to be used. Yep, so it's gonna be something like the layout. I don't know about how I'm gonna do his arm and what way the gun gonna be on here. And I'm not sure if I want to have both arms stretched out, maybe one cocked up, both of them cocked up like both with guns. Like, I don't know if that's what I want to do. I think that's what I might go for, something like that. Put some guns in there. I think I like this pose. I think I'm going to go with this pose. Here, I'm still not sure about the legs on this. Of course, this is not the way her face and stuff will look. Fix all that. I don't know. Maybe like hit out. Something like that. Alright, that's what I'm thinking about.